Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. Are you? It is February 27th. Oh my gosh, the month ends tomorrow. That is it. February is done. I'm kind of happy about that. I don't know about you. It just means we're moving closer and closer to the warmer weather, spring, and all those great things. All right, this morning we're going to have our morning roundup with Bob and AJ. Then we have Diane Matteson. Snorkle's Way Adaptive Dog Training will be in to talk with us about training our four-legged pets. Well, dogs maybe. I don't know if she trains cats. I might ask her, but says dog training. So we're going to do that. She's got a great property not too far in Walkersville. It looks amazing. And then I have an interview with Laurie Robb from In Frederick. We're talking the lip sync battle coming up in April. If you gotten your team together yet, there's still time to do it. And it is a really, really fun evening. Then, of course, I'll go over what's happening in Frederick with the best calendar in all of the land. I have dubbed it that myself. I spend a lot of time in it, adding events daily so that you can plan your weekends, your evenings, and as the weather gets nicer, the time when the kids are off of school and all that great stuff, that is the calendar you're going to want to look out for. All right? And don't forget, today and tomorrow, that is it. When you buy the Good Morning Frederick merch, Woman-to-Woman Mentoring gets the proceeds you can buy online. I am going to be at the new studios this afternoon, probably until about 6 p.m. So you could stop by if you want anytime after 1 o'clock. It is 1 Mormons Mill Court, unit number 3. Stop in. You can get a look around and pick up some merch. And Woman-to-Woman Mentoring will be the beneficiary of that. Meanwhile, we've got to get started so we can get closer to 5 o'clock.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
Oh, hey, well, let's do this. For this next segment, I bring in some experts in our news and what's going on in and around Frederick. We call this the Morning Roundup. We got to bring on Bob Miller and AJ Randall for this part.
It's time for the Morning Roundup with Dani, Bob, and AJ Randall. Here to get you caught up with everything you missed overnight on Good Morning Frederick.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Well, good morning. Good morning. How are you both?
I'm good.
And?
Are you being held hostage, Bob? Blink twice if you're okay.
Yeah, blink.
I'm not. It
Uh-oh.
was like a Monday on a Friday. You know what that means?
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
So you come into work, you turn on the computer, and it just sits there and does nothing. Then you get all your tabs up, and you're ready. You're doing your things, and you go, okay, I got to play this audio cut right here. You want to listen to it? Nothing.
Uh-oh.
So then you have to reboot the computer. You bring it back up, and it still doesn't work. So then you have to take everything off of the top of it, and then you have to pull the lid off, and then you have to get the computer, and then you have to forcibly just unplug it. So I had to do that. Finally got it to work. I sit down in the chair, which, by the way, the guy before me broke numerous times, and the arm falls off of it. And I'm looking for the bolt. I can't get the bolt in, so I have to go into the back. I do have access to the dangerous back office, which is the engineering office, and try to find a tool to put it on. Then you realize that the bolts on the bottom of the seat are bad too, so then you have to flip the whole chair over. And like 35 minutes later.
Did you do a radio show today, Bob?
I did. It was pretty subpar, but the only thing that helped me was Rick Weldon was here, who gave Dani credit.
Oh.
So he said he got at least a dozen, if not more, emails after you talked about the minimum wage thing.
Oh.
So
wow,
that, and I think you posted something on Facebook too. So he gave you credit.
Well, here's the thing. The minimum wage discussion, and I was talking about this last night with AJ, is so interesting to me. And you never get the answer to the question from the people that are for the minimum wage going up to $25. And the questions that I ask, and one person is actually my aunt. So and she's has very liberal values, lives in Montgomery County. Well, and here's the thing. What she said was, our community needs people to be able to afford, everything that they need on the wage they're making. And I'm like, okay, so how much? How much is a living wage? Tell me the number. Is it $40 an hour? Is it $50 an hour? What is that number? And then
the problem is that the number is different for everybody. There isn't one number.
It doesn't even matter. Because to be honest, once you walk that number into reality and then have to bump up everybody else who's worked for years and years and has skills, and who do you think is going to pay for it? Those are my two questions. What is the number and who's supposed to pay for it? Yeah. And the fact of the matter that people who are for this high of a minimum wage, most, if not all, have never written checks to employees. Number one, never had employees, never done that. And secondly, some of the things that they feel like employers are responsible for blows my mind. Somebody actually said, well, who works better? An employee who is fed, housed, happy, with a balanced life and all of this. Would you rather have that employee? And I'm like, hang on a second. When is that an employer's responsibility? This is where we've gotten in this country. It is not the employer's responsibility to make the employee happy. It is a contract. A wage is a contract between an employer and an employee. You don't like where you are, freaking leave. Find another place. And to be quite honest, talking about young people, look, my son is getting ready to get married. He'll be 23. Yeah. Is Frederick expensive? It sure is. And can they afford to buy a house right now? No, they cannot. But if they lived in Brunswick, maybe they could. If they moved to Thurmont, maybe they could. If they went to West Virginia, maybe they could. And people are like, oh, well, then they have to commute. And then they have to do that. we are so spoiled in this country. We are so spoiled. We want the $1 million lifestyle delivered to us without any sacrifice. We want to get our nails done, want to eat out every day, want those $1,000 phones, want to drive a new car, want to do all of that and bear no responsibility for how we get that. And I just think it's going to be the downfall of this country. Anyway, I didn't mean to start off on the soapbox, but you started.
I wanted to go look for new trucks and buy a new phone, and now you've shamed me in not doing it.
Right.
You're right. There's no business that is supposed to give you life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And a lot of times, making more money doesn't make you a better employee. It just makes you a richer employee sometimes.
Well, that's what I said. I said, I know plenty of people who make over $300,000 a year that are miserable and in debt.
And it's
if
the way
I,
you
as an
spend it.
employer,
I know
am responsible for my employees' lives, then I should have a say in how they spend the money they're making. They can't take out too much debt. They can't live in places they can't afford. They can't go out to eat all the time. No more spending $300 or $400 in a weekend getting, wasted. Like, it's crazy. I don't know.
That's the point. The point is that people spend it. There are people that can live in Frederick on a wage with that. They could, because they have value. They go out. They don't live in the place that they want to live in. They live in the one they can currently afford, and they don't drive the car they want to drive. They drive a car that they can currently afford. I mean, there are people like that. So it's just a moot point, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. But the other thing is that part of this bill that Rick Weldon was telling me about was part of what's in here, and he says this bill probably, whatever it's House Bill 1229, probably won't make it out of committee. He says, and if it makes it out of committee, he goes, it won't make it out of the Senate. He said, but they'll do something else that kind of will shady slide something. But one of the things in this provisions was, so we all, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've been a waiter and a bartender before, and you don't make as much, but you make tips, right?
Yeah.
Rick was telling me, he didn't say the restaurant. He said that he talked to somebody that they made whatever money, but they made $700 a night in tips.
Yeah.
And, and whether or not they have to split some of that or whatever, I don't know, but they want to make it to where it's a $25 an hour wage plus tips. And I'm like, that ain't going to happen. No. If the business owner is taking $25 and paying you, guess what? They're taking the tips. And, and if I know you're making $25 an hour, I'm not tipping you as much, if at all, because you might be making more money than I am.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Australia. They make $20 an hour. Well, this is when I lived there, even back in 2000, the early 2000s. They were making $15 to $20 an hour, and you do not tip in Australia at all, period. So tipping culture gone, which, you know what? I don't have a problem with, to be honest, because tips have gotten out of control. I don't even know who to tip anymore. I feel bad sometimes if I'm supposed to tip and I don't tip. And am I tipping enough? It's stressful. I don't like it. And I just think I'd rather do that almost. So,
well, I've always been said that if they own the business, then you don't tip them because it's already in the price. If it's working for somebody, then yes. Yeah. I used to work in the service industry when I was a boat captain. I worked for somebody else. I was, a tour boat captain down in Florida. And, we lived off of tips. He paid, $16 an hour and plus tips. So you get to keep the tips. Now, some days it was dollars, and other day donuts. And you're like, you guys everybody goes back to the dock and you're like, what'd you make? And I'm like, I got donuts. I got nothing today. And I'm like, and it's the same spiel every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, tipping is tough. Look, again, I tell people, I think I'm a good tipper, but you have to do one thing and one thing only. Keep my Diet Cokes filled. Simple. I don't have to ask. I don't want to have to sit there and go, hey. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yep. Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Anything else? So we haven't even started our morning roundup.
Yeah, exactly. FCPS has a $1.1 billion budget request, and they cut media and special education and staff coverage. Frederick County Board of Ed approved the $1.01 billion operating budget request on a 4-3 vote, so it was close, asking the county for a mere $463 million. That's about $31 million more than last year, or than this year. The plan reduces coverage by cutting about 4 FTE media specialist vacancies and reallocating 7 behavior support specialists and 2 board-certified behavior analysts tied to special education programming. While FCPS says no one is fired, they have just consolidated hours and some roles moved. Oh, and by the way, they are helping out with this new, I don't know what these are, these 3 new expression classrooms. I wanted to do some more digging into what an expression classroom is, but it sounds exciting.
Yeah. I tell you what, I maybe have, I don't know how much money I have in my wallet, but can you name me, you both went to school here, right? What was the name of your librarian?
Oh man, I don't remember my one in high school. I kind of see her face. Elementary, I went straight from elementary school. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Miss Simpson, maybe? I don't know.
I can tell you who the truant officer was.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, and I'm not disparaging the librarians out there, but do we really need in today's world a librarian? A media specialist?
Oh,
no.
Is that a media specialist? I thought they were setting up some corporate TVs or doing
I
some...
thought it was a TV thing. Oh, that's what we're talking about is librarians. In the school?
Media specialists. It doesn't matter. You know what? You get to some kid, they probably can hook it up quicker than you can.
Hang on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yes. I'm just saying. I couldn't tell you who the librarian is, and with today's technology.
Yeah.
You show your school ID card. Oh, by the way, you have to have one of those. You hold that under the little thing. It reads it. You pull out the book. You scan that. They know everything. It's on the computer. If somebody needs a TV, look.
Yeah.
I'd be more willing to just set up the TVs in the classroom.
Yeah.
Pay $1 million to fit.
I don't even think that's the librarian's job. I thought there was somebody else that did that gets paid. There's somebody else.
I did it when I was in school.
Yeah, I definitely think, look, maybe elementary school, because they do spend a lot of time in the library. I would give them that. I don't think high school or middle school, maybe you have one that covers a couple of schools. I don't know. Look, there are so many things. I'm sure if real people went through the budget of FCPS, that could be downsized, eliminated, dozed, whatever you want to call it. Again, one of the school board members was on my post about I did a reel last night about the $4.5 million award to the Richmond, Virginia company, the architectural firm, basically with a diatribe about how it's not just simply the design of the school. There's all these things they need to take into account, like these sort of come on. I'm sorry. Look, again, as I said on that reel last night, I am not disparaging anyone who went to school to become an architect, and good on them for making the money. I don't know why the architects are making 10 to 15% of the value of the construction. I mean, that to me is, I don't know. Am I just so disconnected from real world? That to me is insanity.
You're just getting old and angry.
Yeah. With a smile, though. With a smile.
The nonprofit finances referendum drive to overturn data center zone is happening. The Chesapeake Climate Action Network committed $10,000 to help fund paid signature gathering for the referendum effort trying to overturn Frederick County's new data center zone near Adamstown. Organizers say they need around 15,000 valid signatures. They're aiming for 18,000 by mid-March, with their internal target by the 15th. Volunteers have been collecting since January 24th, and group plans had to pay circulators earning about $20 an hour, less than minimum wage, led by former council member Kai Hagan.
Yeah.
So at least they're paying them.
Well, yeah. I mean, but, when Kai Hagan and I might be on the same side, be careful.
We're in the upside down right now.
The planets will align somehow. Oh, by the way, the planets are aligning this weekend.
Well, there you go.
I mean, shocking that is the case, to be honest. Like, I did not expect that name to be thrown out at all. So there you go.
Yeah.
This will be good news for Bob. Thermont rate hike. PSC sets public hearing on electric rate increase request. The Maryland Public Service Commission will hold a public hearing March 11th on Thermont's request to raise electric rates by 13.22%, which the town says is about $10 a month for your typical 1,000 kilowatt hour customer. Thermont is seeking about $1.1 million more in electric distribution revenue, citing higher operating costs, added staff, and a utility director and 3 linemen.
Are they going to fix any lines? Are they going to, are we going to,
well, they want the money first.
When it snows and they're like, well, you could be without power for a week because, I did get a thing from Potomac Edison. They came to our house and gave us a piece of paper that said, this is what you have to do. Like cut these trees. And if it snows, we have to clear out a pathway for them.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, well, okay. My electric bill was $700. How about you doing that on your own?
Yeah, no kidding. I don't want to beat the media specialist thing, but we got a comment. But media center specialists help every subject with research materials and maintain online databases and ebooks. We're showing our age. Lee DeCastro, I think you're older than me, but there we go. There's got to be, look, this is the problem. This is the problem when we're going to be able to have online things, whether it's AI helping. I don't know. Research materials are needed in schools. Certainly, I'm not a expert on that subject line at all. I don't know what online databases are needed and ebooks, but doesn't Sieber Arts Library, doesn't our how
many kids? I just give me an idea of how many kids are doing that, going to the media center and looking that up when they've got these things right in their hand. That's, if the media center is going to be really, available and really valuable, is that they look at every piece of paper and this kid did AI, he did Chat GPT, send it back and say, make it your own.
Yeah, I'm wondering, even with the new school builds, how large the libraries will be in the new schools. I don't even understand, at what point we will even need a physical place with actual books.
Yeah, seems outdated. The sheriff's race, Frederick police officer Tony Lawson enters as a 3rd Democratic candidate. Tony Lawson, 57-year-old master police officer with the Frederick Police Department and retired former sheriff's deputy, filed the 3rd Democratic candidate for Frederick County Sheriff. Lawson says his priorities include expanding mental health crisis training, more innovation like drones, and stronger canine usage.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It's going to be a party in the election.
It is going to be a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't find somebody who aligns with your values, and you're,
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're not looking. You're not looking. I do want to say one of our viewers, Tommy Skaggs, said there was freezing frog this morning. Did you? What is that?
Yeah, I had to actually scrape the car this morning because of and then it was nuts. Kind of when you got into Frederick, it got real foggy. So
try it at 3:45.
Yeah, I looked outside. It was a little frosty, but I didn't realize
freezing fog is when it's cold. It's foggy and it's cold enough, then it just covers your vehicle. And we had that. I had it. I started my truck early. You go to pull the handle open and it's like, oh, you got to tug on it a little bit. And then the fog was no bueno. It was not good. And driving in that, and especially when you driving the backwoods or the back roads, and you got to worry about the deer, and yet you can see only 5 feet in front of your vehicle as you're going down the road.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have the people behind you who think that they know better and, I don't know, go 100 miles an hour and right on your butt. But
yeah, that's always
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good. Very good. All right. What else is happening? You got any big plans for the weekend?
I am going down in just a little bit right after our promotional meeting here. I am leaving. We're heading to Baltimore, go hang out with the kiddies. And then tomorrow morning, one of the best mechanics in Frederick County is going to be hosting You Ought to Know, me. The guy, I'm like, I know nothing about cars. I don't know why you're asking me to host a car show, but I am. And I think
ought to be riveting. What are you going to be talking about?
Well, the show's called You Ought to Know, so this could be like, Bob, do you know this? No. Well, you ought to know that, Bob.
Yeah. No. So I got 2 guys from Dynamic Automotive, Todd and Jose, are in here, and I just go through, all the prep sites and look anything about an automobile, and usually it's about something about my vehicle,
Great.
So that's what we're talking. We take calls, and it's a pretty fast paced show. I don't mind it, and Dave pays me to do it. So
well, there you go.
That's the best part.
A little extra cash in the back pocket that the government doesn't know about is always helpful.
Well, too late now. There you go. All right. Well, I'm assuming our guest came in, and that was, why AJ had to hop up. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with Diane Matteson from Snorkle's Way, adaptive dog training, right after these next messages. Have a great weekend, Bob. We'll see you next week.
Also, just FYI, I am going to practice enunciation over the weekend.
Oh, God.
I mean, listen, we'll get into another time.
Whoa, God. I'm going to have to find out about this one now.
Inside joke.
Oh, boy. There we go. All right. I will find out later offline about that little thing. But
thank you very much.
There you go.
Gosh. All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You too.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Sponsored by A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, windows and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra that Dani sent you.
All right. It looks like we're getting Diane situated in the seat. I'm going to put her name on screen here. It is a Friday. You can tell for sure that we got that going. Let me just pull this up. So we are actually going to meet Diane from Snorkle's Way Adaptive Dog Training. And I'm going to let her get set up here. But boy, I tell you, there is nothing like having a dog that is well trained and basic obedience on. So we're going to ask her about that. I see her moving around a bit. Good morning. How are you?
Sorry, I just broke the
okay,
microphone.
AJ will hang on to that. He'll get you all set up there.
Okay, let go. Somehow I touched it. I shouldn't have touched it. Don't let dog trainers do any media work.
It's all good. Everybody gets a little trying to get situated when they come in. In the meantime, we'll make sure we'll get your website up, and we can talk a little bit about how you got started. All right.
All right. And I have 2 dogs right in the chairs next to me. So if you see me feeding them, that's why, because they're up in the
okay.
chairs.
I wondered if you were bringing dogs in, and we'll get AJ to hop on a remote camera if we can to show us them.
Okay.
All right. So Diane, you you have your property is in Walkersville. Is that right?
It is. It's like 12 minutes from here.
Nice.
From the studio. It was very nice.
Yeah, nice. All right. So tell me a little bit about how you got involved in dog training, who Snorkle is, and we'll go from there.
All right. So I got into dog training probably 15. I know. They're very excited about being here. I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. And Snorkle was a 50-pound pitty that just was a lot. She was a lover. She loved people. She even liked dogs, but she was just a lot of dogs. So that's how I got started in it. And, she took me along for a ride. I learned so much from her, and we I have so many friends from back then that I still have now. And that started me. And then I got this one here, Scuttlebutt. Scud wave. Good girl. That's Scuttlebutt. And Scuttlebutt took me on a journey of doing actually media work. She's in a lot of commercials. You'll see her on social media. She's done like Five Below, Hyatt Hotels.
What?
Pharmaceutical commercials.
She is a star. I love it.
She's a star. Yep. So she's a diva. And she'll only work for food. She thinks that sports are dumb, and she uses me for food. And then Augie is my 5-year-old border collie Aussie who took me down the performance road.
Okay.
And he does disc, and he's actually also been in some commercials. He's done. Can't even think here. There's so many. See, I should have wrote stuff down, but
it's okay.
He's done commercials and media work, and he is my disc star. And again, all these dogs have brought so many friends, contacts, and I have a lot of people to thank for where I am today with these guys. But
that's awesome. Well, first of all, I love the fact that this kind of started with Snorkle, who was a pit, because they get such a bad rap. And I mean, I truly believe that, obviously, I know things happen sometimes, but sure. I had 2 American Bulldog Mastiff crosses in Australia, brought them here. They were the sweetest dogs I ever had. And I just think that sometimes when you train dogs, because dogs want to work, especially when you have a working breed like a border collie. Like, you think a lot of people think, oh, they're really cute and I love the color, and they don't realize that these dogs' whole lives, they're bred to work, and if you don't work the dog will work you. And I love that you do this. Now, explain to me what you mean by adaptive dog training. What does that mean?
So there's a lot of drama in the dog training world, and there are so many different ways to train a dog. And dogs are just like humans. They learn differently. A border collie learns differently than this one. She's treat focused. He's kind of like, give me the disc. I want to go. And in fact, right now he's kind of pushing me saying, hey, let's go do something. So I try to look at the dogs as individual and adapt to their needs.
Gotcha.
Also, some owners want a lap dog. and some owners want a dog they can hike with. So
Right.
I also try to guide them to say, hey, this is the kind of dog you want versus you don't want. Like if you want to be a couch potato and just kind of hang out with your dog and watch, football, this isn't the one. This
Right.
is
And
not the one at all.
that is where I think 99% of people make mistakes on adopting or purchasing a dog based on their looks or based on their popularity. I mean, we can go back to, the times after 101 Dalmatians was released. There
Right.
were more Dalmatians in shelters because people didn't realize the personality of that dog is very one owner, very protective. They are bred for certain things other than being really cute white dogs with spots or whatever, And so
Sure.
I think it's so important. I would love more people to meet with people like you to say, hey, this is my lifestyle. What dog fits with how I am right now and is going to fit in with my family, whether a growing family or not, because some dogs aren't great with little kids. Some dogs are really good with little kids. Some dogs, you could have the same breed and have a dog with a different personality, just like people.
Well,
So,
I have
yeah.
a friend who has a border collie that doesn't want to do anything.
Right. Right.
It happens.
Yeah.
So, and again, like I wanted to make a disc dog out of her. It wasn't going to happen. Again, remember, she's food motivated, will only do things for food. He will do anything and tell me what to do, basically.
Yeah. And I love the fact you have different classes or opportunities starting from, hey, just got a new dog or a puppy, need some help to get started with basic training, all the way up to agility, off leash training, and all of that. And then I love these Sunday fun days that you have as well, where you go on a hike and you can hang out with your dog in an area that they are going to be safe, you're going to be safe, and be with somebody who can help learn to live that way with your four-legged companion. I love it.
Yeah. And I mean, I am actually even focusing my business a little bit more on enrichment. So don't get me wrong, I like training dogs. I'm moving away from behavioral issues only because my facility actually lends itself to enrichment of the dog, the hikes, the fun agility. I even do dog nose work. I'm not a nose work trainer, but I know how to teach nose work. So we work on nose work. I'm focusing more on enriching dogs' lives.
Yeah.
And I know you guys heard something. And I also started a disc league, toss and fetch league. And I also have another club called Camp Hill and Howl Dog Sports. And that is focusing on, I have a field, believe it or not, I have a full-size field at my house now. We put it in last year. That was an undertaking in itself.
Yeah.
But we do disc league and run seminars on how to learn how to play disc with your dog. And I am part of a group called not part of a group, but there's an organization called Up Dog that does all kind of disc games and freestyle with your dog. And so I hold some competition events there as well.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Can any dog learn disc playing?
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
That's awesome.
in the beginning, so again, this little one, I wanted her to flip around and, do a lot of freestyle because I like freestyle. I like dancing with my dog in disc. She's kind of like, not my thing. But she will play toss and fetch and she'll do it, and toss and fetch is just something simple that every single person can do with their dog. You send the dog, you throw the disc, the dog goes, catches it and comes back, and then you do it again. And so, we have, I'm just trying to think, like there's large dogs, there's small dogs, there's fluffy dogs, there's golden doodles.
Yeah.
Any dog can do that. The games require a little bit more practice, but it doesn't mean that they can't do it. And we have a friend of ours up in Pennsylvania who has 3 poodles.
Okay.
Standard poodles.
Yeah.
And, they come out and they rule the field sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this because I love the enrichment part too, because I think a lot of us, feel or have dogs as companions for our own personal use and don't think about sometimes what makes them happier, right? What makes them as much as they enjoy life. And my good friend Dot says she wants to get with you with help with disc. She's got
okay, great,
a young one, so I'll make sure we put you in touch with her because I think it's really great when a dog owner tries to make their dogs as happy as possible, because I think when a dog is adjusted and well worked and has a good time and is exhausted, there's nothing better than watching a dog that comes in after doing any sort of activity and just crash right out, right?
Yes.
And I think that you eliminate some of those behavioral problems you may have, like the chewing and the destroying furniture from being bored, right? When dogs get bored, like even our two-legged children, tend to get into trouble. And so I think it's really cool. And we love that you're here and part of our community.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great, and it's both mental and physical. So, sometimes using their natural talents of using their nose. I mean, it's not real physical, but man, those dogs are tired afterwards.
I've heard that actually 30 minutes of any sort of nose work or sniffing or doing any activity where you might tie up treats in something where they have
pouch.
to find it. 30 minutes is like almost going on a 2-mile walk for them.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Some dogs are and they're more fulfilled. They're using their natural instincts of what they're born to be. And that doesn't mean that they have to be a hound to sniff.
Right.
Some of the best sniffing dogs are little chihuahuas. I mean, it's amazing to watch them and use their nose and like turn around when they catch the smell and everything. It's really a fun thing.
For people watching right now, what is one thing they could teach their dog if they worked on it over the next week or so? What is one thing any of us can teach our dogs? Do you have a kind of a quick tip?
So we're stuck inside right now. We've been inside for, hey, excuse me, sit down. And so we were talking about nose work. And again, some nose work instructor is probably going to come at me. I am not a nose work certified instructor.
Yeah.
So this is just
we're just looking to entertain and help our pets.
Right. So if you have somebody available at your house that can hold your dog, take something smelly that they don't always get. Maybe it's a piece of bacon or something, and let them see it. And you take it, you let them watch you go place it somewhere right off to, out of their sight. Then you go back to your dog because you're going to do it as a team, because a lot of the stuff is teamwork. You want to connect with your dog. That's the most important part. So then you might say, go find it. They don't know what that means, but we're going to go find it. And so they've seen it. So they know where that smell is. So they're going to go right to that spot and they're going to get that piece of bacon. And you can build upon that so that, you're teaching them, you saw it, but now I want you to start using your nose. So you might let them see you go around the corner, and you might actually hide it, under the couch or something.
Right.
So that they don't actually see it. They're actually starting to use their nose.
Yeah.
And then you can just build upon it. It's something very simple that anyone can do. You don't need any training for it.
Yeah.
But it's involving your dog. And again, you can do it 15 minutes before you leave to work. And then if you have an anxious dog during the day, it takes that little edge off that they might have while you're gone.
Yeah, I love it. Well, if you want to reach out to Diane and check out all the things that she can offer, especially some of the disc work and agility and just getting out on a beautiful property and being outside with your dog now that the weather, look at that face.
Scuttlebutt.
Oh, you are a star, little divas. Look at them. I mean, I'm so glad I'm not there. I'd probably try to hijack them. But you can check out her website, snorkelswayadaptivedogtraining.com. Reach out to her. And I believe that just even a few different tricks, in the sense that things that you can learn to do with your dog, I believe is going to help the relationship that you have, and really just give you a bond like you can never imagine. These two are amazing. Oh, Look at them. They are
and my
so
website
good.
is undergoing it's an older website, so it needs to be, it's in the process of being updated. So I just wanted to let you know when you see that. And then also, I'm big. My personal Facebook page, Diana Preet Matteson, is pretty active. My Snorkle's Way Facebook page, doing multiple media things is a challenge for me, and I do update that occasionally. And then Camp Hill and How Dog Sports also talks a lot, shows when we're doing a lot of disc stuff and everything. So those three things, but you can certainly follow me on my personal page and kind of see, even when I'm doing with my personal dogs, because that can translate into your own dogs and getting involved in stuff.
Yeah. I love this. Well, Diane, we appreciate you coming in and bringing those 2 pups with you. They're welcome back anytime. Very well behaved.
Okay.
And we thank you so much. And we're going to get back with you as the weather starts to get nicer. Maybe we'll have you back, or maybe we'll come out to the property and showcase what you guys have out there. I think it would be really great for people to be able to see it as well.
That would be great. I'd love to have you guys out. I really appreciate it. Again, like I said, there's a lot of stuff to do with the dogs, having fun. And again, I'm all about building that canine bond. I think it's really important because we get dogs to make us feel good, but we also want to make the dogs feel good.
I agree. And I love almost every photo that I've seen of you. Your dogs are staring at you intently, just waiting for their
do you
next
want to know
command
why they're staring at
and
me?
their treat.
That's why they're staring at me.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, we thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Laurie Robb from Ship, talking lip sync battle right after this.
Sponsored by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote, and you can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Watch the progress as Brian from Lawn Squad brings Dani's lawn back to life. Visit lawnsquad.com.
What makes for a perfect custom engagement ring? Truly understanding the elements that make a ring that's perfect for you. Custom by Colonial. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
Well, my good friend Laurie Robb is getting ready to have a baby, but she didn't leave without stopping by and chatting with me about the lip sync battle coming up in April. We'd love for you to get your team signed up, but here's our conversation.
Well, we're live in the new studio. I have my friend Laurie Robb here from Ship. Thank you for coming out today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
All right, we're talking lip sync. The lip sync battle is coming, and there's a lot of really fun stuff happening with that. Tell us a little bit about it for this year.
Sure. So Ship of Frederick County's annual lip sync battle, presented by Falk Crane and Rigging, is happening on April 23rd, and we are very excited. It's back at Attaboy Barrel House, and it's just going to be a great time. So we're gearing up for teams, and we are very thankful for our sponsors right now. We actually just did a last call for sponsorships and for team registration coming up here shortly.
But I'm saying if you have some money you want to throw at Ship, we'll find a place to spend it. But
we will do.
There's always. You can sponsor the MC, right?
Let's say Dani is our MC, so we're very excited to have her back on stage. We have solidified our judges, so we have 3 amazing judges coming, and 2 of them are actually returning judges. So we have Eric Rhodes, who's FCPS principal.
Yep.
We have Debbie Riker from Hood College, and then we also have Dean Rose, who is president of Board of Education. So we are very excited, and it is just going to be a great time. We have some teams, but we're looking for more, and we are always excited to welcome new teams and just really see what they can bring to the lip sync stage. So we do have returning champions coming back to Third Degree from City Hall. So we're hoping to see if anybody wants to take them up on it.
Maybe someone in the county, where the county office is. City County can battle it out on the stage, and of course Ship is the ultimate winner. I mean, look, a lot of money was raised last year. Teams and, of course, the community comes out in force to donate. And that's the other thing. Tickets are on sale.
Tickets are on sale now. So every ticket is $55, and it includes your food and beverage for the evening. So we take care of the fun stuff so you get to enjoy yourself and really just enjoy a good show. That's the whole point of this.
That is the whole point.
Really have fun with it. Our MC is really funny. Our judges are very entertaining, and they're dancing to everybody's performances. So really, it's just like a night that's very relaxing,
It
but
is
also
very-
supporting a very important mission.
Of course,
So,
of course. We usually get to hear from either a board member or a student that has gone through the SHIP program.
so yeah, as of right now, we do have at least one or two, if not two, students who are planning to speak during this
Nice.
time. And so what is going to come with that is just really hearing their hands-on experience with
Yeah.
SHIP, how they have really benefited from it. And we're really excited to kind of gear up and have them almost educate our community more. But like,
Of course.
this is how SHIP can help me. This is how you can help SHIP.
Yeah.
So that's like
Absolutely.
the really important part, is because sometimes getting to hear from the student perspective
Yeah.
is just more valuable than like
Absolutely. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean, your organization does so many tremendous things in our communities. You guys are now housed at Hood College.
Yep, we just
How
moved
is
to Hood.
that?
Oh, we love it. It's
Yeah.
so great. I mean, Hood has just been so amazing, and
Yeah.
they've just done a great job making sure we feel like at home. And just the accessibility to all the resources on their campus is so great for our students. I mean, there is the option for students to go there. So one thing that Hood does every year for our summer academy is they actually will donate a $4,000 scholarship for every student that graduates our summer academy.
Holy
which
cow.
is amazing because, in perspective, if a student were to go from freshman through senior year, so 4 years of summer academy, that's $16,000. That $16,000 can be applied towards their tuition or room board, everything along those lines. And the best part is that if they take the opportunity and they live on campus, they are considered no longer experiencing homelessness because they have secure housing, they have accessibility to a meal plan, they have on-campus employment opportunities, just really like the world is
Opens
oyster.
up, that's
exactly.
right.
So
Opens
we're
up a
really
whole new
excited about
world.
it. But we also have a lot of students who utilize the local library and just like their career closet. So if a student needs to go in for an interview, they actually will help review resumes.
Nice.
And as well as be able to provide a wardrobe for them so that they can go dressed to impress. And a lot of times it really comes out successful for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, it's a beautiful campus.
It's a beautiful campus.
I mean, really, if nothing else, we have such a great campus right in the downtown, basically, just adjacent to downtown.
So yeah, but we get
Beautiful
excited
campus,
about it because like so many students like something that a lot of barriers. One thing I always keep referencing the library, but we have a lot of students who actually take online driver's education.
Yeah.
And they don't have access to a computer.
Right.
And if they can't get access like late at night, that library is open so they can take classes until 9 o'clock at night online if they need to. So like,
well, look, I think it just makes such perfect sense, the collaboration with Hood College and SHIP. And speaking of, obviously, Debbie Ricker, one of the judges for this great event. So get a team together. You can reach out. How do people contact you, whether they want to throw some money your way or put a team together?
They can visit our website, www.shipfrederick.com. There is the lip sync event page, or they can email me directly at Laurie, Laurie. I'm very cautious on how that's spelled. So Laurie at shipfrederick.com. Happy to email me, and I'm able to elaborate any questions I can.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, this is Laurie Robb. She is heading out soon to produce a new human, as you may have noticed. But the lip sync battle will go on. We're going to have a great time. And she's done a lot of work getting it to this point, and we shall carry it through to the finish line in your honor for sure. Go sign up. ShipFrederick.com is the website. Check it out. And you're going to hear a lot more about it, but start getting your teams together.
And get your tickets today.
Get your tickets today. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yes. Get your tickets. We have so much fun at that event. All right. We got a few minutes left, of course, to go over what's happening in Frederick.
Sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. Serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank. Anything that you put on your floor, they can handle it. Check out their Google reviews and give them a call today. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948. Wood. Be sure to ask for Jeff Koger or go to atlaswoodfloors.net.
All right. We got some things you need to know about. Get your kids registered. All right. I know. We're getting into March, though, and practice is going to begin very soon. Opening day for Frederick American Little League, I believe, is April 12th. So if your kids ever wanted to play t-ball, baseball, softball, you can do that right now. FrederickAmerican.org or FredGirlsSoftball.org. Don't forget that battle for South Mountain, Brunswick staff versus Middletown staff at Middletown High School. Doors open at 5:45. There's a few floor seats available for $10. I believe adults are $6, students are $4, kids under 5 are free, benefiting the Mental Health Association. Also bring your cash. There's going to be 50/50s and raffle items as well. April 1st is our 2-year anniversary party for Good Morning Frederick at our new studio, 1 Mormons Mill Court. We're in unit number 3. Our countywide adult egg hunt is going to kick off April 6th. We want to thank Uncle Ralph's Bakery, Fourth Dimension Fun Center, and A&S Construction for signing on as early sponsors. We got tons of prizes rolling in. Of course, every egg, all 300, have a prize attached to it. Some it's Good Morning Frederick merch, other Frederick merch. We've got Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. We have $500 cash. We have gift cards to Dublin Roasters, Intense Barbecue, the Frederick Flower Farm, and more. It's going to be great. And of course, April 23rd, we just heard from Laurie. Ship's lip sync battle is at Attaboy Barrel House. Still time to enter a team or buy your tickets now before they sell out. Tonight at FCC is the Jazz Festival, 7 p.m. It's free, but you can grab your free tickets on Eventbrite so they know who to expect. Tomorrow, 9 to noon, you got that pancake breakfast at Tuscarora High School. Benefits the band Boosters. At 10 a.m., the Collaborative Food Pantry opens at Asbury United Methodist Church, thanks to Helping Hands and Caring Hearts. That goes until 1 o'clock. Please spread the word with your on your local neighborhood pages, your church, things like that. 10 to noon, you can create a flower cutting garden. You can learn all about it with the Master Gardeners at 330 Montague Lane. And 12:15, that Chick Chat is happening. Hopefully you registered for that one in Woodsboro. And then at 1 with the Master Gardeners, you can learn all about a veggie garden as well. Some really great programming over there. I believe that's part of the University of Maryland Extension building. They have grounds over there, and I know they do in the warmer months. They do a lot of stuff outside there, which is pretty cool. At 1:20, there is an early access screening for Hoppers, the Pixar latest movie at Warehouse Cinemas. But I did notice, I believe at 10 a.m., there is a sensory showing of that movie as well. So head to warehousecinemas.com and look at the tickets. They might have other shows as well. If you're interested, you can see that tomorrow. March 1st, which is Sunday, kicking into March. Well, come to Fusion Car Wash. It is car washes for causes. When you sign up for your monthly membership at Fusion Car Wash on TJ Drive only. TJ Drive only. Okay, their TJ Drive location, right next to Wise there, kind of in that shop, the end of that shopping center. A different nonprofit every Saturday and Sunday is going to benefit. And on Sunday, March 1st, it is Helping Hands and Caring Hearts. They get 40% of your monthly membership amount. That is extraordinarily generous of Fusion Car Wash and can really help some of these nonprofits that we have signed up throughout the month of March. So every Saturday and Sunday in March, you're going to want to head to Fusion Car Wash on TJ Drive and sign up for a monthly membership, and they're going to get credit. Fusion Car Wash is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays. So stop by and say hi. Also, Jennifer from Helping Hands and Caring Hearts is going to be set up for a little bit, giving away some free stuff. So you can stop by, get your car washed, and grab some free stuff from her. March 3rd, you can get your soup and sandwiches homemade from Carroll Manor Fire Company, but you got to order before March 3rd. And then we're back to the next weekend. So on Saturday, March 7th, United Way of Frederick County is the beneficiary of the membership at Fusion. And then March 8th It is Helping Hands and Caring Hearts again. March 10th, it is the Maryland Secretary of Housing speaking at Hood College on how Maryland creates lovable places in Frederick and beyond. And March 14th is the first of the Maple Syrup Festival at Cunningham Falls, and it is also the date for Race to Feed. So that is at Hood College. That is that event benefiting Blessings in a Backpack. All right, that wraps it up for me today. Have a wonderful weekend. If you're in your car or hanging out tomorrow, I'm on WFRE from 3 to 7 on Saturdays. You can tune in if you like, 99.9 on your FM dial. And we'll be right back here on Monday morning with more Good Morning Frederick, heading right to our 500th show. I can't believe we only have 23 to go. All right. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, let's get out there and let's be great.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.